Welcome to today's Fit Break. Today is a seated Fit Break, gentle movement to help increase our mobility in our joints. We're going to do a little bit of ab activation and hopefully stretch out some tight hip flexors. Sound good? All right, I'm going to wait for my little timer to keep me on track so that I keep this at 10 minutes and we're not here forever and ever, which is what happens sometimes. So while we wait for our little beep, I want you to lift up nice and tall. Let your hands rest on your legs, palms facing up. And we'll close our eyes for a moment and start bringing our breath in and out through our nose. This just helps get us centered, get us grounded, get us present. And I'm going to cue a little bit of breath work, but just do your best. There's our bell. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So lifting up nice and tall on our sit bones, we're going to do a little bit of work to activate the lower abdominals. Arms across the chest is going to be a little bit easier. Take a breath in, lifting up nice and tall. And then as we exhale, we're going to tuck our tails, roll the pelvis under. And then we're coming forward, keeping that spine rounded. And then we unroll, lifting the chest up. Pull up through that low core, scoop the belly, belly button pulls back, and come forward. We're going to do that a few more times. Exhale. Now I want you to pause there on your inhale. Now on that exhale, you're coming forward, and it's a reverse roll-up. That's a Pilates concept. It's kind of tough. So as we exhale, it's like you're pulling up from the low core, zipping up your jeans. Keep those jeans zipped as you come forward. Then you unroll the spine by lifting the chest up. One last time. Low core zips up. Hug those glutes together. And then exhale. Coming back forward. Let your arms just rest right to your side. We're going to bring our hands right to the chair. Lifting up tall. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, lift that right leg up. Inhale down. Left leg up. And down. This may seem really super simple, but it actually helps strengthen and activate our hip flexors, which you might think, why am I doing that? I want to stretch my hip flexors. Well, we're going to warm them up first, and then we're going to stretch them out. Let's do 4 more. Think about your belly button pulling in to lift that leg up. Last 2. And let your foot rest back down. Now we're going to start doing a little bit to stretch out the hip flexor. So I want you to scoot your buns over towards the left, so your left cheek is hanging off the edge. Keep your right hand on that chair and your right hip on the chair. Now we're going to take that left leg back, roll those hips under. Now as we inhale, lifting that left arm up, and exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale and lower. Hopefully feeling a nice stretch go down the hip flexor into the thigh. 2 more here. Last one, let's reach up and we're going to hold. Now we're going to take that left arm and reach over to the right and lift back up. If that's too much holding that arm up, bring your arm right across your chest, or it can rest right down to your side. I'm going to reach it up. It's almost a little easier with it up. One more time. Come back to your center. Woo, hold on to your chair. Scoot your butt back to the center. All right, we're going to go back into a little more abdominal work. Arms going to reach across the chest, lift up, scoop that low belly, tuck your tail, and we're going to do a little march. Exhale, right leg up, inhale down. Exhale, left leg up. We're going to try and do 10 in a row. If you feel pressure in your lower back, I want you to sit back up and come back to that position where your shoulders are over your hips. Find your spot where hopefully you can feel a little bit of belly action. We're going to do 2 more here. And then we're gonna come back up. Let's stretch that other hip flexor. So we're gonna scooch over to the side. Take that right leg back, tuck the tailbone, and then inhale, right arm reaches up. And exhale, take it down. Left hand on the chair, help you balance. Give you a little bit of support. Keep rolling those hips under. One more time, we're gonna reach that arm up and we're gonna stay. And then as we exhale, little side reach and come back up and over. So you wanna think about lifting that rib cage up out of the hips. And last one, reach up, come back to the center. Ooh, scoot your bum back on the middle. Now this time we're gonna open those knees out into a little frog position. And hands can stay holding onto your chair or in front of the chest, alternating leg lift. Lift up and lift up. So we're actually strengthening the hip flexor, strengthening the inner thighs. Four more. Think about drawing that belly in, pulling up through that low core. So you're zipping those muscles up. One more time. And let's bring those legs back together. Okay, arms are gonna stretch out to the sides. Breath in. Now as we exhale, we're gonna turn our chest to the side. Inhale back to center, and then turn the other way. If this feels like a little bit much, come into I Dream of Jeannie arms. But if it feels okay, keep those arms open. Feet and knees are together. And we're keeping our legs still, and we're rotating at the waist. Last two, gently drawing that belly in. And let the arms relax and just roll your shoulders up, back, and down a few times. We're gonna go back into that frog position and lean back this time, make it a little bit tougher. If it's too much, stay with your shoulders over hips. Let's bring those arms across the chest. We're gonna open the toes and the knees, lift up. Now pull up through that low core, tuck your tail, roll back, and let's try our lifts. Don't worry about how high you get that foot off the ground. Nobody cares. Think of that low core pulling up to lift the foot. Four more here. Last one. And we're gonna come forward. Woo! Okay. Now then, we're gonna open those legs, a little wider than shoulder distance. Hands on our thighs. And then we're gonna reach forward and just hold that stretch for the inner thighs. Deeper stretch, you can take your elbows to the insides of your knees and gently press those knees out as you stretch your chest forward. And let's come back up. Ooh. Now, we're gonna do a little glute action. So I'm gonna take, my foot, bring it up, cross my ankle above my knee, gently rest my hand on my inner thigh, lift up tall. And as I exhale, I'm hinging forward. Whoo! Then I'm gonna hinge on back. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, hinge back. Let's do that a couple more times. Last one, we're gonna come forward and hold right there. Ah, that feels pretty good. I like that. That feels nice. Okay, we're gonna come back up and let's switch sides. Ooh. Ooh. Now, what do you do if you can't get that foot up? You can cross your foot right at your ankle and just let that knee drop open. I can barely get this one up. Ugh. Deep breath in, lifting the chest up. And then as we exhale, we're going to reach the chest forward. Inhale, come on back. One more time, we're going to take it forward. We're going to hold that stretch. And release. Okay. Sitting up nice and tall. Deep breath in, bring your hands right behind your head. And as we inhale, open the chest up, and exhale, nod your chin, elbows come in. Inhale, open up. Exhale, nod. One more time. And there's our ding, ding, ding. Let's open up, let the head drop back into the fingertips. Take a couple deep breaths in and out. Inhale. As we exhale, let those elbows gently pull in, nod your chin towards your chest, and you're just resting your hands on the back of your head. And then we'll open up, let those arms just rest right to our sides. All done. Take a nice deep breath in, hands to your heart. Nicely done.